Hi everyone, today I shall talk about the muscular system. That means the system which starts developing along with the other system like skeletal system, the genitourinary system, everything is going on simultaneously. Now the muscle, what is the function of the muscle? The function of the muscle is to make the movement. You see, this is a muscular picture. You see the bodybuilder where the muscles of the lower limb is very much prominent here. And you will see this is the vastus group of muscle. Here there is the abdominal muscles, you will see prominent. You will tell it this is the 6 packs or 8 packs like this. So these muscles, where from this name comes? The name comes from the Latin word mus. Mus means mouse. So it is like mouse, and its other end is known as the tail of the mouse. Now the muscles, the function of the muscle is the contractility, by which your finger contracts, you can do work, all these things. So this is the power of contractility because of its inner arrangement of the muscle. There are 3 types of muscle in our body. One is the skeletal muscle that is attached to the bone. You see, this is the section, this is after teasing a muscle. Teasing means by separating the muscles, you can make a stain, and with this stain you make and view under the microscope. So under the microscope, the skeletal muscle, you see it is cylindrical like, and when it is enlarged more, you see they are separate, they are not branching pattern of this muscle. And you will look at the nucleus. There are multiple nucleus in a muscle fiber, and they are at the side, that means the periphery. So the characteristic feature of the skeletal muscle is that the power of contractility, and this power of contractility is due to the presence of actin and myosin component. So you will see this muscle, the skeletal muscle, I will discuss later on. This is the, you see the muscle, skeletal muscle in the another type of microscope which is known as the electron microscope. So this muscle, you see how it is band like. So there is crisscross band, and this is known as the cross striation of the muscle. That is very important. So the skeletal muscle or striated muscle, or its name is known as the voluntary muscle. Why voluntary? Because you can control according to the volition of your will. If you try to make some punch with other, or if you try to make some mosquito killed, so you can, according to your will, you can move this muscle. That's why it is known as the voluntary muscle. Next, the involuntary muscle. The involuntary muscle, you see here, it looks like this, like that of the skeletal muscle. But the difference is that here there is the muscle are branching. They are not separate like this. You will see the magnificent view of this. So they are connected with each other. There is cross striation, but the cross striation is less prominent, and the nucleus are only 1 or 2 present in each muscle. So this is known as the cardiac muscle. You know the cardiac muscle, you see this is the heart, and in the heart you will see there is the cardiac muscle. And this cardiac muscle has got this type of arrangement, that is the collapsible gate-like arrangement. Why this arrangement is known as the syncytium? If one muscle contracts, then whole of the heart is contracted. And the speciality of this muscle is that this muscle is not fatigue. You see your heart start beating from the 3rd month of intrauterine life till death up to 170, or who last for about 85 years, till the heart is beating and beating and beating. So this is the characteristic feature of the skeletal muscle. The cardiac muscle, the skeletal muscle, it actually fatigue if it is beat in such a way. So you require rest after some work. Another variety of muscle, involuntary muscle, is present in our body, and that muscle is present actually within the alimentary canal or within the urinary system, and this muscle is magnified here. The shape of the muscle is spindle shaped or fusiform shaped with a single nucleus. This is present in the gastrointestinal tract, because you see in the gastrointestinal tract, if you take some food, that half mashed food that goes through the esophagus to the stomach, where again this food becomes mashed and also there is addition of the enzyme so that a pulp is formed. So what is the function of this muscle? To propel the food from the mouth up to the lower end, that means the anus. So this is the voluntary muscle, the involuntary muscle. So one is cardiac muscle, involuntary, another is the smooth muscle, that is involuntary in nature. You cannot control your stomach, you cannot move your stomach, you cannot control your heart, it is beating and beating. So this is the different types of muscles you will see in the body. Next thing I will show you what are the nomenclature of the muscles, how the muscles are named. You see the muscle has got a upper end which is known as the origin. Origin means most fixed part of the muscle, and insertion means that is the tendinous part made up of tendon or fibrous tissue that is attached at the lower end. Actually muscle act from the lower end. You see here your knee joint, if you want to stabilize the knee joint, your muscle becomes prominent, this vasti group of muscle, and that is the exercise given to the person who is suffering from the osteoarthritis, you know. So you will see, so the shape according to, you see the muscle has got origin which is the most fixed part, and the insertion which is the moving part. You see in the hand, this is the fixed part, you can hold this way, you can feel it here, you will see there is the muscles become very tough, but you will relax it, you will see the muscle become soft. So this is how the movement takes place at the lower end. You get the tendon here, on the dorsum of the hand you get the tendon if you move your finger. So this is the origin and insertion. Next, the skeletal muscle is classified according to different shape. What are the different shape of the muscle? You see here, if I focus this muscle, is it visible all of you? This is this muscle, you see, this is muscle is known as the triangular shaped muscle or deltoid. So deltoid or the triangular shaped muscle. Next, another muscle you will see here, that is you will see according to head, that means head of origin. You see here most of the time you prominent your biceps. Why you prominent your biceps? to show the power to the other. So it has got a long head, another has got the short head. So it is known as the biceps, that means two-headed muscle, and this is the insertion of the biceps, where you will see the blood pressure instrument is attached here, blood pressure cuff actually. So according to head it is biceps. If you see the behind, there is another muscle. It has got three heads of origin, so it has got the triceps name. Another muscle behind, you will see here, it looks like a trapezium. So this is known as the trapezius. Next, how you will identify the other muscle? You will see this is the strap-like muscle. You see, this strap-like muscle is known as the sartorius. Not only this is strap-like muscle, there is other, the rectus abdominis muscle. You are very known about nowadays the 6 packs in Dev and the 8 packs in Jit. So you will see, due to this tendinous intersection, this pack becomes possible. So this is the straight muscle, strap-like muscle, plain strap and strap with intersection. So there is different types of muscle according to the origin and insertion it is named. You see, these muscles which are situated behind, you see behind the thigh, this muscle are known as hamstring muscle. The lower portion is string-like and the upper portion arises from this region. Why it is called hamstring? Because you see the mutton is hanged over a S-like plate or S-like ring through this tendon. That's why it is known as the ham or popple. This region is known as the popple. So this is the, according to the origin and insertion, this is known the different muscles. So this is the general introduction of the muscular system. This muscular system is very important because if you do not do any work or you are very lazy, do not want to go anywhere, or your muscular system, that your muscles become weak and it is very much prone to fatigue. But if you do hard exercises, which I shall show you, this one, this is the bodybuilder, but if you do the exercises, not always the gym or the household exercises and household work, then your muscles become prominent. So thank you everybody for listening this.